Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to DW, Ukraine's Western allies, organized as the Coalition of the Willing, are meeting in Paris to discuss continued military support for Kyiv, a potential ceasefire, and renewed peace talks. The summit, organized by France and the United Kingdom, is being attended by at least 25 heads of state, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Meanwhile, EU foreign ministers are gathering in Brussels to discuss the conflict. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas stated that there is no consensus yet among member states on the 21st package of sanctions against Russia, though they hope to agree on 250 individual listings. On the ground, local authorities in Russia reported that Ukrainian drone strikes in the Moscow region killed at least 3 people overnight, damaging several homes. Additionally, Russia's Federal Security Service, FSB, claimed it foiled Ukrainian drone attacks targeting 2 military air bases deep inside Russian territory, located in the Urals and the Far East. According to a report by the Liberty Times, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot announced that France will summon the Russian ambassador in the coming days. This diplomatic action is in response to a wave of large-scale cyberattacks targeting several European nations, including France. The attacks, which targeted government departments, businesses, and critical infrastructure such as railways, were reportedly orchestrated by Russia's Federal Security Service, FSB. In addition to summoning the ambassador, France will impose sanctions on 9 individuals and 4 entities deemed responsible for these hostile operations. Barrot emphasized that France successfully detected the intrusions and has since bolstered its cybersecurity defenses. The report also highlighted a recent investigation revealing Russian intelligence operations in Japan. Due to weak anti-espionage regulations, Russia has allegedly used Japan as a hub to procure dual-use technologies for its military. The investigation notes that nearly 90% of Russian missiles and drones contain Japanese-made components, with operations managed by an undercover operative posing as an Aeroflot airline employee in Tokyo. According to the Asahi Shimbun, Chinese President Xi Jinping has reaffirmed China's commitment to its traditional friendship with North Korea, stating it will remain unchanged regardless of how the international situation evolves. In letters exchanged with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and published by state media KCNA, Xi emphasized the importance of their bilateral relations. Kim, in turn, expressed that their friendship and cooperation have reached a new strategic level. This exchange coincided with North Korean Premier Pak That-song's 3-day visit to Beijing to mark the 65th anniversary of the Neighbors Friendship Treaty, signed in 1961, which stands as China's only active mutual defense pact. The diplomatic renewal follows Xi's recent visit to Pyongyang, where both leaders agreed to broaden cooperation in political, economic, and cultural spheres. According to Al Jazeera, new research indicates that unprecedented heat waves in May and June have been linked to more than 2,700 deaths across England and Wales. The study, jointly conducted by Imperial College London, the Met Office, and the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, estimated that 550 heat-related deaths occurred in late May, followed by nearly 2,200 deaths in late June. Temperatures in England reached record highs of 35.1 degrees Celsius in May and 37.7 degrees Celsius in June. Scientists emphasize that climate change played a critical role in intensifying these heat waves, estimating that maximum daytime temperatures were up to 4 degrees Celsius higher than they would have been without global warming. While the UK Health Security Agency plans to release official statistics soon, experts warn that the UK is unprepared for escalating climate risks. Over 90% of British homes could face overheating by 2050. The research also highlighted a wider European crisis, with over 10,000 excess deaths recorded across the continent during the late June heat waves, primarily affecting elderly populations. Fast fashion retailer Shein has won approval from the China Securities Regulatory Commission, CSRC, for its long-awaited initial public offering, IPO, in Hong Kong. According to a report by the Asahi Shimbun, this regulatory milestone clears the way for a listing after the company faced major roadblocks during failed attempts to debut in New York and London. Founded in China and now headquartered in Singapore, Shein's politically sensitive status meant its IPO required high-level clearance from Beijing. The listing represents a strategic shift back toward Shein's Chinese identity, even as Western brands try to reduce exposure to the country. Although Shein's valuation peaked at $100 billion in 2022, it is currently targeting a valuation between $40 billion and $50 billion for its Hong Kong debut. This massive listing is expected to provide a significant boost to Hong Kong's stock market, which is experiencing a revival. However, Shein continues to face intense global scrutiny and active investigations in Europe and the US over its environmental impact, labor practices, and data security. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.